The home team, with a record of 25 wins and 3 losses, they are the Freedom Patriots. Today's game is being streamed live on FHSAAsports.com. Call or text friends and family to check out FHSAAsports.com for the live stream and find out how to order a DVD copy of the game. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abuse of language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome at the FHSAA finals. Let's afford the student athletes, the coaches, the officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Cooperation is appreciated, and we thank you. This time, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats and turn your attention to the American flag as we honor America. First with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
good afternoon. We welcome you back to the Lakeland Center here in Lakeland, Florida. The 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals continue. We move now to Class 7A, a semifinal matchup between the Buchholz Bobcats out of Gainesville with a record of 26-4 and the Freedom Patriots from Tampa with a record of 25-3. Along with Dennis Mental from East Lake High School in Tarpon Springs, I'm Marty Paulman. Welcome you back to the Lakeland Center. And coach, as we get ready for another semifinal game here, we move to 7A, and should be an interesting matchup. Freedom, its first appearance in the state semifinals. Buchholz is here for the third year in a row, but still looking for that first state title.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a really, really good matchup here. Both of these teams are very, very talented.
Quickly inside, missing the shot underneath, is Faith Woodard. She's a Georgetown signee, and the putback is good by Whitney Turntine, and Freedom gets on the board first. Buchholz led by their senior guard, Jessica Thomas, who had 47 points in the regional final. She's heading to Miami, and there is a 10-second violation. Thomas took a little bit too long to get it across the half-court line. Freedom a little bit of pressure, and they get the turnover roll.
Right, both these teams had regional final games that were very, very tested. As you said, Buchholz won in overtime, and Freedom beat Sebastian River by 1 point in the regional final.
They were the defending state champs, Sebastian River. Free throw line jumper, no good, back rim there by Taylor Emery, but the rebound put back inside is good by Faith Woodard, the senior. Her first basket. Freedom starts senior Nina Pohoki, sophomore Bianca Igwe, number 13, number 11 Pohoki, number 14 sophomore Taylor Emery, number 15 senior Whitney Turntine, and number 35 senior Faith Woodard. For Buchholz senior, there's Jessica Thomas, number 3, putting up a 3. It's no good. Number 10 junior Jaslyn Rollins, number 10 junior Davina Mounds, number 21 senior Kayla Wachowski, and number 24 freshman Kiana Thompson. And there's the basket for Emery, and Freedom's quickly up 6-0. Playing pretty confident early in this game. And there's the turnover. Driving in, Jaslyn Rollins lost it. And now Freedom controls. Freedom defeating Sebastian River 74-73 to win the region title last Saturday. Buchholz had to go on the road the second and third rounds, winning at Fleming Island, then Vieira in overtime. There's a 3 in the left corner. That's an air ball that time by Nina Pohoki, but another rebound. Woodard missed the putback, gets another loose ball. This is again underneath. And Buchholz now with the ball is looking to score. Both these coaches, seventh-year coaches. Rebecca Williams is a graduate of Buchholz High School, and Lori Pohoki on the Freedom side is in her 7th year as well. Thomas will try a jump over the free throw line. It's short, but then a loose ball rebound and a putback good by Jaslyn Rollins, who's the second leading scorer on this Buchholz team.
And Buchholz better get an answer for Faith Woodard very quickly, because she's been very active on the boards.
Dives in that time. This is a floater from about 8 feet, rebounded by Thomas. Buchholz will look to push and push and push. Thomas drives and lays it in. Left the baseline open, and Jessica Thomas scores at 6-4. Woodard, here is Pohoki. That's back to Whitney Turntine. Emery now to Woodard at the free throw line. Cross to the left wing again to Turntine. And Pohoki again to Turntine, down to the baseline. Igwe now back to the free throw line. Woodard's jumper is short. And Buchholz to the rebound. That's Wachowski. Now Rollins looks to push. She'll pull up free throw line, extended the jumper, no good. Back rim. Thomas with the rebound, but then lost it, tried to save it, and saved it to Freedom. Here comes Woodard the other way, trying to get around the defender, draws the foul, and Woodard will shoot 2. First foul of the game is going to go on Jaslyn Rollins and Buchholz.
And Woodard very, very good at handling the ball at his 6'2" center, bringing it all the way up the floor.
And she is a signee from Georgetown, over 2,000 career points and 1,000 rebounds. But that free throw is no good off the back rim for Woodard. Buchholz, they defeated Ed White 79-35, Fleming Island 63-59, Vieira 84-79 in overtime. And for Freedom, they beat Clearwater 63-40, George Steinberger High School 60-43, and then Sebastian River in the regional final 74-73. Buchholz last year lost to Haines City in the 7A semis. Rollins 3 in and out. Then 2 years ago, they lost to Dillard in a 5A state semifinal game, as Dillard won the second of its 3 straight state titles. There's a 2-pointer no good by Emery. And now Buchholz on the run down 3. Here comes Thomas. She'll try a floater. Ooh, and then goes down hard as they ran into each other, and Thomas is rolling on the floor as we have our first foul of the game on Freedom. It's going to go on Turntine. Thomas is up, and that is, boy, if you're Rebecca Williams, that makes you, it gets you a little scared there. There's your player right there, and Jessica Thomas, the senior. She looks to be okay, but a little slow moving.
Yeah, she probably landed on the defender's foot with her right foot and twisted that ankle a little bit, but looks like she's shaking it off.
2 free throws for Thomas, and she hits the first. 3 for Jessica Thomas. It's 7-5 as Freedom will check in number 3, Monet Williams. Second free throw coming up is good as Thomas rolls it in. So 1-point lead for Freedom. Buchholz shows pressure. And there goes Williams across half court. Between defenders, almost had it taken away somehow. Got it to Emery. Now Turntine goes inside. Nice move by Woodard, who lays it in. Well, she's impressive early on. 5 points for Faith Woodard.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what Freedom's strategy is to pound the ball into Woodard.
And tipped out of bounds by Emery. It'll stay with Buchholz. Early on, 5 for Woodard and 4 for Thomas for Buchholz. Thomas will look to inbound. Now driving in as Rollins missed the floater from 6 feet in. Loose ball on the floor. And the rebound to Freedom. Quickly ahead to Turntine. Turntine around defender, missed the layup. Right side of the rim and then comes up with a rebound. Back out to Williams. Williams free throw line instead. Out to Emery. Emery will pull up from about 12. No good right baseline. Loose ball. Rebound again to Freedom. Put back is good again. Offensive boards is Woodard. Pardon me, that was actually Igwe, but more offensive rebounds for Freedom, dominating the glass early in this game. It's 5 offensive rebounds, 6 now actually. They out-rebounded Buchholz 10-3 early on. A long 2 that misses everything but the backboard. But a rebound, putback is good by Kiana Thompson. So it's 11-8 now, Freedom by 3. There's a free throw line jumper for Woodard, it's no good. Right side of the rim, rebounded again by Thompson, who's a freshman on the floor for Buchholz. Buchholz starts. Young team for Buchholz. Here's Thomas, 3 left wing, got it there. Knocks down the jumper. She's a shooter, and she has 7. We're tied 11 all.
Yeah, that was close to being NBA range on that 3.
Woodard drives, puts one up in, in and out, but she draws the foul. 2 shots for Woodard, almost got the 3-point play opportunity. Foul will go on Jaslyn Rollins. That's her second team foul on Buchholz. With 2:38 to go first half, good first quarter. Good first quarter, tied 11 all, and here's 2 free throws for Faith Woodard. It's the first. 6 points for Woodard. Chelsea Clark, freshman in the game for Buchholz, number 13, replacing Kayla Wachowski. And his free throw is also good. 7 for Woodard in timeout, 2:38 to go. Here in the first quarter, Freedom leads Buchholz 13-11. Marty Palmer along with Dennis Mental, and what do we see early on in this matchup? It looks like we thought it'd be a pretty close game. It looks like both teams kind of go into their strengths. Buchholz outside, and Freedom working it inside to Woodard.
Yeah, Woodard, like I said, has been very, very active, and Buchholz has really got to find an answer and put a body on her to keep her off of the offensive boards, because that's really where they've been getting hurt early here. And after seeing that last 3 by Thomas, I don't think she's got any after effects after a little turn of the ankle there. She seems to have shaken that off.
Yeah, she has been the leader of this Buchholz team throughout the year. Was the only starter that came back from their Final Four team a year ago. They lost 4 starters, were all seniors. Thomas was the only returning starter. But what you've also seen is Buchholz has developed some other players around her, like Jaslyn Rollins, number 10, the junior, but in the playoffs, it's been Thomas. 47 in the regional final. She scored 50 in a district tournament game and has been scored in the high 30s to mid 30s. And again, University of Miami getting a pretty good player, Jessica Thomas. All right, back to action. Buchholz now. Davina Mounds inside the free throw line will drive in. Right-handed shot, good for Mounds. Freedom gave her the pretty much most of the lane there. She drove in and scored. Tied up again, 13-all, and then a steal in the backcourt. Front court, pardon me. Here comes Buchholz. Free throw line jumper for Rollins is short. Thomas still gets the rebound. Thomas will try a three right wing. Got it. She's hit one from the left, one from the right. 2 threes in the quarter. She's got 10. And Buchholz has a 3-point lead, 16-13. First lead for the Bobcats. Here comes Woodard. Lost it. Buchholz tried to save it, but Thompson could not. It's out of bounds back to Freedom. Rebounds are definitely in favor of Freedom, 12-5. 7 offensive rebounds, but Buchholz has shot the ball at a 40% clip, and a foul underneath coming up on the Bobcats.
And there's Woodard being active inside again.
That was on Thompson, her first. 3rd team foul. And Woodard's free throw is in and out. She'll get another.
So far, my first impression of Thomas is she's the real deal.
All right. There's the second free throw, good for Woodard.
Miami will just get that much better.
And trying to get a pass to Thompson. She lost it. Ball on the floor out of bounds. Will go back to Freedom. That's kind of what you think. Miami's a team in the ACC that's up and coming. They're getting themselves a shooter. It also helps that her brother Lamar played football at Miami and also in the NFL for the Bucks and Dolphins. There's a connection there, definitely.
Yes. Keep it in the family.
He also played at Buchholz in high school. Across the half-court line, here comes a drive in and a layup. Easy layup for Taylor Emery. Nice drive for Emery. She has 4. We're tied again.
And so far, Freedom is not really having too much problems with Buchholz's press.
Thomas is pushed on the sideline. Foul on Freedom. And that is on Renee Williams, her first. 2nd team foul, so an inbounds pass for the Bobcats. Thomas will inbound to Davina Mounds. Mounds looks to drive inside the free throw line. Tried to get it to Thompson. Now Mounds will retrieve in the corner. Mounds will try a 3 left wing. It's short. Loose ball on the floor, and Woodard comes with another rebound. Woodard looks to push. Woodard had it knocked in and came back up with it. And the ball will go out of bounds, and that will be Buchholz ball.
A little bit out of control there.
So tied up 16-all, Buchholz with the ball. Our first 7A semifinal this afternoon coming up around 4 o'clock. Hayden City and Davie Noble will play the other semifinal. 7A championship tomorrow afternoon at 5:05. Wow, Thomas way out for 3. Knocks it down. 3 threes in the quarter. She has 13, and Buchholz is up 3. Really a travel. 3 from the right corner for Freedom as well short. A turn team, ball out of bounds will be Buchholz ball. 43.8 to go.
And all 3 of those threes for Thomas were at least 2 steps outside the arc.
What's interesting about that is last year Buchholz came in here in the final semifinals against Haynes City, considered the favorite in 7A, but they really spent most of the first quarter, first half jacking up threes. They missed all of them. Well, today we've seen that Thomas is not bothered by this building at all. We've seen this with a lot of teams where shooting threes in here becomes a problem.
Well, Mike and I were talking yesterday, Mike Riddau, that a lot of these teams are now understanding about what this venue does and the background of it, and they're going and they're running practices the week before. They're going to some schools that have similar gymnasiums that have that open space behind the basket, and I got to believe that that maybe Buchholz has done that, found a stadium somewhere near them that could help them with this background.
There's steal there. Rollins comes up with it. Across half court, she'll drive all the way in, missed the layup, but she's fouled. And Rollins is going to shoot 2. Foul is on Taylor Emery, her first. 3rd team foul on Freedom. And to the line goes Rollins, who has 2 points for 2 free throws. 35.9 to go here in the opening quarter. First free throw is no good. First missed free throw for Buchholz. Thomas was 2 for 2 before that. Second free throw is good. Rollins is 1 for 2. She's got 3 points, and it's 20-16. Inbounds pass to Williams. Williams now over to Taylor Emery. Emery across half court. Emery driving all the way up and lays it in.
And again, Buchholz's press is just hurting them, I think, more than helping them, because Freedom's getting numbers just about every time down the floor.
Emery's had a couple easy baskets now. She has 6, and then a reach-in foul on Emery on the other end on Davina Mounds. That'll be the 4th team foul.
I think that's her second.
That is her second, so Emery's going to have to probably check out with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. She will, and they'll bring in Nina Pahokee. 15.6 to go in the quarter. 20-18, 2-point lead for Buchholz. Thomas will throw it in near half court to Mounds. Now back to Thomas. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Thomas between the leg dribble. Now with 7, with 6 at the top of the key. Thomas wants a shot, and it's good. Boy, jumping from 15 feet, and that is going to bring the first quarter to an end, and it has been quite a show for Jessica Thomas and the Buchholz Bobcats in the first quarter. 15 for Thomas in the opening quarter, and Buchholz leads Freedom 22-18 as we enter the second quarter of this 7A semifinal game. We will return to Lakeland in just a moment for the second quarter. This is the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals here on the FHSAA Network. All right, welcome back as we get ready for the second quarter. Marty Palman along with Coach Dennis Mintal. It's here from East Lake High School in Tarpon Springs. And good first quarter, pretty competitive first quarter. Both teams shot the ball. Buchholz shot 50%, Freedom about 37%. But again, Jessica Thomas has been the story. 15 of their 22 in the first quarter for Buchholz, including 3 3-pointers. Buchholz up by 4.
Yeah, just like I'd said earlier that Buchholz needed an answer for Woodard. I'm not sure there is an answer for Thomas.
Yeah, Woodard led Freedom with 8 points and 6 rebounds in the opening quarter. Thomas with 15 points, and there's a drive in and a score for Chelsea Clark off the bench. So Buchholz with a 6-point lead. It's their largest lead. Freedom led by as many as 6 in the first quarter. 37% shooting from Freedom, 0 for 2 from 3-point range. Driving in and hitting the bottom of the backboard is Monet, bottom of the basket, Monet Williams, and a travel on the loose ball rebound.
And again, Freedom had numbers 4-on-1 on that break, and they would have had a layup if she would have passed the ball there, but they retained possession.
But it is Freedom ball, inbounds to Pahokee for 3. She hits one. Top of the key, Nina Pahokee's first basket, first 3 of the game for Freedom, and then lost out of bounds by Mounds. We couldn't hang on, so we'll be back to Freedom, who trails it by 3. Pahokee to Monet Williams. Monet Williams looks to go inside to Woodard. Woodard bumped. Can't get it to go, but she'll shoot 2. Chelsea Clark picks up her first foul, 14th foul. Both teams down with 4 team fouls. Woodard with 8 points and 4 for 6 at the line. Woodard now 4 for 7 as that free throw is short. And Freedom was dominating on the boards the first quarter, 13-8, 7-2 offensive glass. Turnovers were even. Buchholz with 5 and Freedom with 4, but the difference again was Buchholz made 3 threes and Thomas had 15 in the first quarter. There's a ball out of bounds to save with Buchholz. 2-point lead now for the Bobcats. We had a 6-point lead just a minute ago.
Yes, and Woodard had 3 offensive rebounds in that first quarter, but she was only 2 for 8 from the field, so she's having trouble, hitting the putbacks.
Rollins almost had it stolen away, then picks it back up inside to Thompson. She traveled. Keanu Thompson with a travel. And it'll go right back to Freedom. 7:09 to go. We have the entire second quarter almost to go. Pretty good 7A semifinal so far between Gainesville Buchholz and Tampa Freedom. This is Mary Garner driving in, missing the layup underneath again. Loose ball rebound to Clark, but she stepped out of bounds. Inbounds pass now for Monet Williams. Williams almost threw it over the head of Woodard. Woodard had it taken away, then gets it back, and Woodard was out of bounds. So Buchholz will take it over. Thomas inbound again, up 2. Mounds to Thomas. Thomas in trouble now into the corner to Clark. Back to Rollins. Rollins, free throw line jumper is an air ball. And Thompson cannot get the rebound, out of bounds, back to Freedom.
A nice job by Pachoki to box out the Buchholz player so she couldn't get to the ball as it was going out of bounds.
Inbounds pass from Pahoki ends up with Williams. Now cross-court pass from Garner, taken away. Then Woodard lost it back to Williams. Then Williams has it stolen by Rollins. Rollins drives the other way, driving in over Woodard, offensive foul. That is 3 on Jaslyn Rollins.
Very unusual that you'll see a 6'2" center stand and take a charge. Normally they're trying to block a shot, but a very smart play by Woodward.
Well, I think she was smart to know that. That would be the 3rd foul on Rollins. 5th team foul on Buchholz.
And I would think you'd have to be a little bit intelligent to get into Georgetown.
Right, just a little bit. Pretty good SAT, I'm sure.
Yes.
Pahoki will inbound to Woodard. Woodard's a center who can kind of run like a point guard.
Yes.
He drives to the corner. Now back in the middle of the court, back out to Woodard in the corner, almost taken away. Now cross-court pass to Turntine. To Pahoki, it's stolen away by Clark again. So 1-on-2 for Clark. Floater is good. No, offensive foul. Wow. Back-to-back charges. Chelsea Clark, her second. Buchholz crowd didn't care for that. Nordic coach Rebecca Williams, back-to-back charges. 16 fouls now on Buchholz, who has a 2-point lead, 24-22.
It's tough to teach that, Marty, to get a girl that somebody's coming down like a freight train to stand there and take that.
Freedom down 2. So driving in and pulling up, baseline jumper is good for Mary Garner. Mary Garner, her first basket. We're tied at 24, and a foul in the backcourt this time on Freedom. Trying to pressure the ball, and Woodard will pick up her first. 5th team foul on Freedom. Back and forth we go here in Lakeland. Mounds will try to throw it inbounds. What do we have? I guess Woodard trying to get something to have a delay of game.
Yeah, she was guarding almost out of bounds there, so she needs to stay within 3 feet.
Mounds into Thomas deep in the corner. Thomas across half court, now to Clark. Back to Jessica Thomas. Thomas has not scored in this quarter yet. With 15 in the first.
She's about to now, though.
Abzerman Igwe pulls up, free throw line jumper, no good back rim. She wanted to. Woodard with a rebound. It's a 3-on-2. Woodard's pass, though, too far. Garner saved it, though. Back inside. Nice pass inside to Woodard from Turntine. Turntine with the assist. Woodard has 11. Freedom regains the lead by 2. Here's Thomas quickly the other way, and that is a blocking foul. Can't get the shot to go, but Thomas will shoot 2. And I think you kind of can tell Jessica Thomas was either going to score or get to the free throw line that time. She had that look on her face as the foul was on Igwe, her first. Igwe. Thomas will shoot 2. First free throw is good. 16 now for Jessica Thomas. Buchholz down by a point.
You can see the real tight spin on her shot, and that's why she got that roll on that shot. That's a very, very good shooter's touch.
And the second free throw is good as well. 4 for 4 at the line is Thomas. She has 17 points, and we're tied again, 26 all.
Oh, my.
Carter Travis. Yeah, it's pretty obvious right in front of us. Oh, my is right.
Although, if you really look at it technically, though, it didn't look like she ever had possession of it, which I don't think you can travel if you don't have possession.
Okay, that's true as well. You're
but
right,
it looked so badly there, I think anyone would have called that a travel.
Yeah, you can't really travel if you don't have the ball, I think. Thomas for 3 again, top of the key. 4 threes for her. She's got 21, and it's 29-26. 3-point lead again for Buchholz. She's got 20, pardon me. Williams in trouble now underneath. Driving in is Igwe. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2 free throws. As Nia Noble, number 33, in for Buchholz. I believe she picked up the foul.
Yeah,
Nia Noble's first.
The one thing that Freedom's got to do here is, on most of those threes that Harris has hit, or Thomas, I'm sorry, she's coming up in really good rhythm. Now she's shooting it from probably a place where Freedom's never seen people shoot from, but you've got to now come out and force her to either go left or right. She can't be dribbling the ball up towards the three-point line in rhythm and go right up, because I think she's just money when that happens.
1 of 2 for Igwe. Rebound to Thomas. 29-27, a 2-point lead for Buchholz. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. 17 fouls for Buchholz, 6 now for Freedom. Thomas will try 3. That's an air ball. She forced that one.
And see, she made her move left-right and threw her a little bit off her rhythm there. And that's what they need to do more of. I'm not saying it's going to work 100%, but she's got just too good a rhythm right now.
I did have a defender come out a little bit on it that time in Williams, but yeah, there's a steal though. Clark, and then underneath, and Mounds had it taken away, but out of bounds. It'll stay with Buchholz. Spahoki forced the turnover. Buchholz quickly though on defense gets the turnover. So Mounds will throw it into Clark. Clark was going to try a long 3. That is way off. It's a little bit off the front of the rim. And the glass rebounded by Woodard. Here comes Woodard going coast to coast. Woodard drives and misses the layup. Good looking shot. Clark with a rebound. Now Clark's in trouble. She's going to throw one up for grabs, and Williams is going to pick it off. Now Williams inside trying to get to Woodard. Tipped away. Woodard still trying to come up with it. She finally does. Nice hands there by Woodard. Back to Turnti. Monet Williams. 3 times the keys in air ball. And back to Buchholz.
That was an unbelievable athletic move by Woodard on that to save that ball.
I think she tipped it up 3 times to herself before she finally came up with it. Couple air balls, though, for both teams. It'll be Buchholz ball when we return. 3:46 to go, second quarter. Good game in the 7A semifinal. Buchholz leading Freedom 29-27 here on the FHSAA Network. All right, welcome back to the Lakeland Center. 3:47 to go in the second quarter. It's 2-point lead for Buchholz, 29-27 over Freedom. Marty Palman along with Dennis Mental. Looking at the stats through halfway point of the second quarter, Buchholz now at 45%, 45.4, 10 of 22 from the floor. Freedom at 38.4%, 10 for 26. Buchholz is 4 for 9 on threes, all from Thomas. Freedom's 1 for 4. Buchholz 5 for 6 in the line. Freedom 5 of 10 rebounds. 17-12 in favor of Freedom. 7-2 offensive rebounds for Freedom. And then the turnovers are 10-9. Buchholz with 10 and Freedom with 9. Points in the paint, 16-10 in favor of Freedom. Woodard with 11 points and 8 rebounds, well on her way to a double-double. And Jessica Thomas with 20 points to lead Buchholz. Woodard came in averaging almost 22 points and 8.5 rebounds per game. Taylor Emery averages almost 21 a game. She has only 6 points right now. Thomas dribbling to the right, now dribbling in, driving, tough shot, hits the side of the backboard. Thompson with a rebound and putback, it's good. Thompson with 4. And Buchholz up for 31-27. And Woodard driving in, had it knocked away. It'll stay with Freedom.
It almost looked that last time down the floor that Freedom might be throwing a little bit of a double team at Thomas. Again, just anything to throw her off.
Inbounds to Woodard. Her shot is short off the glass. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Buchholz Bobcats and the Freedom Patriots. Thomas on the baseline. Now back out. Long 2 is good by Anaya Noble. Left-handed shot for Noble. And that's about an 18, 19 footer out there. 6-point lead for the Bobcats, 33-27. That matches Buchholz's largest lead, which they had early in the second quarter. Inside, driving in, Igwe forced it, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and Thomas tried to save it, went out of bounds. It'll stay with Freedom. Inbounds pass to Woodard. Boy, she somehow got that ball, and right-handed hook, no good. Rebound though, follow good by Turntine. Turntine has 4, and it's 33-29. Underneath and missing the layup is Thompson, but she's fouled. And she is going to go to the line. Turntine picks up her second foul.
Shooting is Thompson.
Free throw for Thompson is no good. Back rim. Thompson with 4 points, misses her first free throw attempt of the day. 2:22 to go before the half. Remains a 4-point lead for Buchholz, 33-29.
And Freedom now has 9 offensive rebounds, which is really helping them stay in the game right now.
Thompson rolls in the free throw. It's a 5-point lead again for Buchholz, 34-29. Williams across half court. Now at the top of the key, Igwe tried to get it in low and ends up with the hands of Bahoki. Back to Igwe, and she laid it in, draws the foul, a chance for a 3-point. Nope, travel. Well, late call. Referee, I think one had a foul and the other one had a travel. And first of all, we're going to get the basket, but it is a travel on Igwe. Reaffirming the call as our official with the travel. Thomas will throw it in again. Back to Thomas. Quickly to the other side of the Buchholz offense.
Get out of there.
Left wing, she's going to try 3 again. Got it.
You can just see her in rhythm there. It's
good from her hand, doesn't it? 23 for Thomas. On the other end, quick drive in. That's an air ball by Garner. And the ball out of bounds back to Freedom. Buchholz's largest lead of the game, 37-29, an 8-point lead. 1:47 to go before the half. Thomas has hit 5 threes, 23 points in the first half. Reminder, the winner of this game moves on to play in the 7A state championship game tomorrow at 5:05 against the winner of our semifinal coming up this afternoon between Haines City and Nova. Thompson misses the shot in short. Rebound to Freedom. And now in trouble is Emery. She's able to throw it across court. Now back to Williams. Williams looks to drive. Williams drives in. Forces one, doesn't go. Igwe had the rebound knocked out of her hand. Now Buchholz it around. Here's Clark. Clark behind the defender. Clark lays it in. Clark has 4. It's a 10-point Buchholz lead. 39-29. More pressure by Buchholz. Williams almost had it stolen.
This is a big trip down the floor for Freedom right now.
Now Woodard in the corner looks to drive. Woodard around defenders. Nice pass. And Emery lays it in. Boy, Woodard can see the entire floor, it looks like. That's an assist for Faith Woodard. And that's 8 for Emery now. And it's an 8-point lead again for Buchholz. Man, a lot of contact. Foul on Freedom on the sideline. Emery going to pick up her 3rd. No, that's not a good time to get out the last minute of the second quarter. 8th team foul on Freedom.
Well, that's It's tough that she picked up her third, but somebody should be telling the head coach that there's a minute left. She's got 2 fouls, and they should have had her out of the game, yes.
At the line, it's Anaya Noble. That's 18 fouls on Freedom. This will be a one-on-one for Noble.
Then again, that's easy for me to say sitting over here.
It's easy for me to say, too, right? Missed free throw, so Freedom heads the other way. 45 seconds to go in the half. Pahokee now cross court. Williams at the free throw line to Woodard, and they tie up. Pardon me, that was Igwe. And do we have a foul or a tie-up? Yes, we had a tie-up.
With as hot as Thomas is right now, I think I'd bring it out and wait for a last shot with 38 seconds left and go in either down 8 or 6 or even 5.
Into Woodard. Woodard follow-away jumper, no good from the baseline. Pahokee tips it cross court to Thompson underneath. Woodard missed the shot, and the loose ball goes to Davina Mounds. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Buchholz up 8 with the ball. Here comes Thomas.
And the reason for that, Marty, is now you can be down double figures.
Thomas will try a 2 over the right side. She hit it. 18 feet, a fall away. Thomas settles for a 2 that time.
So I guess she can make 2-pointers.
But it is a 10-point game, and another more contact there near the sideline between Pahokee and I believe that's Mounds.
That had to be something, didn't it?
They just called it out of bounds. It'll be Freedom ball. 41-31. Thomas has 25 now. 6.1 to go. Pahokee inbounds in the backcourt to Williams with 4, with 3, with 2. Williams now to a 2 with a baseline. It's short by Ashley Thompson, and that is the end of the first half. Up and down for most of the first half, but Buchholz pulls away to a 10-point lead at halftime. Our score, it's Buchholz 41 and Freedom 31, and Thomas has only been outscored by 6 points by Freedom in the first half, as she had 25. It's halftime in the 7A semifinal. We'll take a break. Come back for the second half. Marty Paulman along with Dennis Mental. We are live at the Lakeland Center, the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals here on the FHSAA Network.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
gang. Copy that.
All right, welcome back to the Lakeland Center as we get ready for the second half. We're at the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals, our first 7A semifinal. Buchholz leads Freedom 41-31 as we start the third quarter. Marty Palmer along with Coach Dennis Mintal. And we look at the first half numbers, Coach, and the first quarter was pretty even. It ended up a 4-point lead for Buchholz. They scored 19 in the second quarter to 13 for Freedom, but I guess really more than that second quarter, we saw again that Buchholz is shooting a high percentage, 51%, almost 52%. And a lot of that is Jessica Thomas, 25 points, 8 for 13 for the floor, 5 for 7 from three-point range.
Right, and I really do believe it was a strategical error by Freedom with less than that minute left, 38 seconds left, and they were down 8 and they had the ball. From my experience, when you're down double figures at halftime, it really is like a mental block to the kids when the double figure is talked about. If they'd have gotten the last, they could have been down 5, 6, or 8. Now they're down 10. So you've got to get that out of the kid's head, let them know it's just 5 baskets or 3 3-pointers, and get it out of the double figure mentality so that they don't get a little bit down and they're still up for the second half.
Thomas with 25 points leading the way for Buchholz. Leading rebounder is Kiana Thompson with 6 for Buchholz. On the other side, Faith Woodard 11 and 9 rebounds, almost a double-double in the first half for Faith Woodard for the Freedom Patriots as we start the third quarter. Buchholz inbounds, and we are back underway. Buchholz trying to move to the 7A state championship game tomorrow evening at 5:05 against the winner of our game coming up this afternoon. Haines City and Nova, our second 7A semifinal coming up around 4 o'clock. Buchholz third straight trip to the state semis. Thomas, wow, what a move. Between the leg dribble, step back. She hits the 3 from the right wing, and she just doesn't even force shots. They're really good looks.
Oh, it's just unbelievable.
6'3", she's got 28. It's 44-31 as a shot missed on the other end by Taylor Emery, who had 8 points in the first half. Driving the other side, Rollins will roll it in from 10 feet. Rollins, who had foul trouble with 3 fouls, only had 3 points in the first half, now has 5, and it's a 15-point lead all of a sudden. Yeah,
Coach may need to get a TO here pretty shortly if they don't score on this time, because she's letting the game get out of hand here. Inside to Woodard. Woodard lays it in. Woodard has been consistent throughout this game for Freedom. Freedom scored the first 6 points of this game, but since then, Buchholz, they went back and forth for a while before Buchholz pulled out to a 10-point lead. Now it's 13. Woodard has 13 of her own, 46-33, and there's a foul in the backcourt by Monet Williams. She commits the foul on Rollins. Her first team foul in the second half.
Kind of a strange sight out there, Marty. Woodard from Freedom is guarding Mounds from Buchholz. Woodard is 6'2", and Mounds is 5'6".
Oh, he's got it.
An 8-inch height difference, and Woodard is doing a pretty good job of guarding Mounds.
Probably a little bit of a mismatch, you'd think, on the other side. If they were to quit Mounds guarding Woodard, 6'2", you're right, against 5'6". Woodard is the tallest player on the court for either team. Thompson, 6 feet from Buchholz, their tallest player. After the turnover, Williams into Woodard. Woodard between defenders, can't get it to go, but she draws the foul, she'll shoot 2. That foul will be.
I think it's on Thompson.
Kiana Thompson, her first team foul of the second half for Buchholz. There's Woodard to shoot 2. Today she is 5 for 8 at the free throw line. Hits the first free throw. And it's 46-34. 14 now for Woodard. And hits that one as well. 2 for 2 for Woodard. She has 15 and Freedom down 11, 46-35. Here comes Mounds. Mounds, nice pass underneath. Don't know how she got it underneath, but Wachowski has it and lays it in. First basket for Wachowski, and Buchholz up 13. Woodard driving the other way. Oh, nice move by Woodard. She draws another foul. She'll go back to the line. And that foul will be on Mounds, her first. So we have 2 more free throws for Woodard, who just hit 2.
This is like, what, her 11th and 12th free throws of the game already.
And she hits it. That is correct. She makes that first free throw. Now 8 of 11 from the line and hits that as well. Pretty solid free throw shooting there.
And she's only 58% for the season. So
11-point lead.
Having a pretty good game from the line, but from the field, she's only like 4 for 16.
Mounds underneath. Wachowski pulls back and hits it. Nice fallback jumper from about 6 feet for Wachowski. It was back-to-back baskets, and Buchholz is up 13. Freedom beats the pressure at half court. Woodard will pull up. 18-footer. That is short. Not her shot that time. It's an air ball. Ball will go out of bounds and stay with Freedom. So inbounding is Monet Williams. We were talking earlier about Ronnie Williams from Port Orange Atlantic, maybe one of the best players in the state, but I got to think Jessica Thomas is up there. 5-second call on the Patriots. Couldn't get it inbounds. Rollins went down.
Ronnie Williams was pretty impressive, but at this point, I'd say that Thomas is a little bit above her right now.
Thomas just dribbling around across to Mounds. That's a 2. She hits it. Now she's getting the other players involved. Mounds with 4. That's an assist for Thomas. And it's 52-37. 15-point lead. The other Emery will pull up. Free throw line jumper. It's no good left side of the rim. Rebound ends up with Wachowski. Now Buchholz looks to run. Rollins ahead to Thomas. Thomas has 30 as she lays it in. And timeout taken by Freedom. We have the biggest lead of the game for Buchholz. 5:17 to go third quarter. It's 54-37.
Yeah, and Marty, we talked at halftime. The thing about Thomas that I've noticed is you see somebody who averages 30 points a game, and usually you see somebody that's shooting a lot. She's forcing up shots and pretty much doing it all herself. She just seems to be biding her time, and when she gets the shot, she takes it. Like you said, she gets her other teammates involved, and that's very unusual for a person that's averaging 30 points a game.
Now on the day, 10 of 15 from the floor, 6 of 8 from three-point range, 4 for 4 at the line, 2 rebounds and 2 assists for Jessica Thomas to go with 30 points. She's right near her average, and the next highest scorer right now on the team today is Kiana Thompson and Jaslyn Rollins with 5. So kind of carrying the load has been, you would see, but they do have younger players who play their roles as well. Thomas's role is to score.
Well, you take 15 shots and you score 30 points.
It's not bad. I take that. Buchholz shooting 60% now, by the way. Overall, they're 6 of 11 from three-point range as well, and all of those are from Thomas. So the biggest lead of the game for either team, Buchholz up 17. 5:10 to go third quarter, almost stolen away, and then it is taken away. Thompson forced the turnover to Mounds, now to Rollins. Rollins is going to pull up. That was a 2, I believe. Left wing, yep, no good. Ball out of bounds. Back to Freedom.
Well, as well as Woodard's playing for Freedom, she's only 4 for 16 from the field. And I think if she's going to really contribute at the next level, she's going to need to get a little bit more upper body strength, because she's having trouble finishing inside when she gets the ball in there. She's getting fouled a lot.
Thomas forces another turnover. Woodard came up with it, and then Thomas goes down hard again. She's always on the floor, too, as Thompson, they're going to get a foul. Oh, Thomas. Wow. Thomas gets her first foul. trying to go for the loose ball. And now she's talking to the referee. She's okay. First foul on Thomas, third team foul on Buchholz.
And when you're the team star player, you usually do take a beating during a game. Because teams try to beat on you to get you fatigued, so it throws your shot off. But it doesn't seem to be affecting her so far.
Free throw line jumper inside the paint is good for Ashley Thompson. That's her first basket. And it's 54-39. Buchholz by 15. Thomas across half court. Behind the back dribble. Between the leg dribble. We'll try a three again. That time no good. Left side of the rim, but a rebound to Mounds. Back to Thomas. They'll reset. Had a defender in her face that time. Only the third three she's missed. She's made 6. Thomas around a screen as she draws the contact. Shot doesn't go, but 2 more free throws coming up for Jessica Thomas. Or are they going to say that was non-shooting? No, that was not a shooting foul.
I think they called it on the floor.
Yep, second on, pardon me, that's actually on Williams, her third.
Trying to find a flaw in Thomas. She was moving left on that three-pointer, so maybe that's it.
Got to find something, right?
Yes. I kind of doubt it, but.
Rollins out to Mounds. Now Rollins out near half court. Under 4 minutes left, third quarter. Buchholz up 15. They have the ball. Here's Rollins again to Thomas. Back to Rollins. She's going to try a three. That's off. Off glass, off rim, no good. Woodard with a rebound. Woodard now heads the other way. Pass ahead to Pahokee. Pahokee missed the layup. Went down. No call. Freedom fans wanted a foul. Now a 2-on-2 the other way. Rollins and Thomas. Thomas over through Rollins. Rollins now dives in the sideline. And both teams are on the floor. What do we have? Jump ball. And that possession arrow will give it back to Freedom. 3:25 to go, third quarter. We'll have our media timeout with Buchholz leading Freedom 54-39. Marty Palmer along with Coach Dennis Mintal. Well, I remember we were talking before, and you asked me, I live up in the Gainesville area, what about this Jessica Thomas? Like, she can shoot. Well, I think she's proven that pretty much. She's come out here shooting. This is, again, we talk about that players come in here and they struggle, but she's not having any problems with the Lakeland Center.
Not at all, and I think you understated the she can shoot statement.
A little bit, yes. It's interesting how last year, they made it, Buchholz made it here with a very senior, like 4 seniors. She was a junior starter, and she kind of deferred last year to the other players. This year, she's taken over and really has led this team, not quite single-handedly, but pretty close to it to this round.
Well, and what's amazing is, like I said, I mean, she's getting her other team involved. If you saw the last trip down the floor, she was almost at the elbow with her back to the basket. The pass came in, and they ran a scissors cut off of her, and she passed the ball out for a three-point shot for one of her teammates. Now, 30-point scorers, stars of your team, you very seldom ever see them involved in the offense that way, but she's just getting herself involved all over the floor, and that's just a sign of an all-around player.
Now, University of Miami getting a steal, I'd say.
Yes, they are.
All right, back to action. Buchholz now at 21 for 30, 52%. Actually, probably 55% for the game. Driving in is Emery. Missed the shot down low. Woodard with a putback. She missed again down low. Loose ball on the floor. It's out of bounds. And we'll go back to Buchholz.
And that's the thing. Woodard is very active inside, but now she's 4 for 17.
Yeah, she's having a hard time. Her points are coming at the line when she's 9 of 12. Rebounds more even, 25-21 in favor of Freedom. 11-4 on the offensive glass. Turnovers even at 12 apiece. Rollins misses the 3. Rebounded by Wakoski. Now back out to Rollins. Another jumper inside the free throw line is good. I think Buchholz is one of the better jump shooting teams we've seen. 7 for Rollins. They had 5 seconds. That's like a quick 5, but a turnover back to Buchholz.
Yeah, both of those that they've been called on in the last minute or so have been fairly quick 5s, but you know what? They're probably legitimate. Most of the time they allow it a little bit longer than 5, I think.
Driving in, Rollins' floater is short. So about 8 feet, rebounded by Freedom. Inside again to Woodard, offensive foul. She got the basket to go, got called for the offensive foul, the charge. That'll be her second. third team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls and 2:33 to go in the third. Thomas to inbound. Back to Rollins. Buchholz led by 10 at the half, 41-31. They've outscored 3 to 15 to 8 here in the third quarter to open up a 17-point lead. Thomas around a screen from Wilkowski. Out of the baseline, she draws the foul. Shot is no good. Foul on the floor. And that will be an inbounds coming up for Buchholz. Foul is on Turntine, her third.
Even when the shots don't count, they go in for her.
That had a nice roll to it. Yeah, the nice feel for the jumper there as out comes Ashley Thompson. Back in is Nari Garner for Freedom. Now Mounds driving and Rollins underneath. Thompson turnaround is good. Deanna Thompson has 7. It's about a 5-6 footer in the paint. It's 58-39, 19-point lead. Driving to the hoop and laying it in is Garner. Garner with 4, and Freedom trails it by 17. Thomas, she's going to shoot. Free throw line extended, no good. Back of the rim, and rebounded by Garner. You can kind of tell when she's going to shoot. Between the leg dribble, doesn't move, and there she goes. Missed the last couple there. Here's Woodard the other way. In the middle of the paint, drives in and gets the layup. Nice drive and score for Faith Woodard. She now has 19 in the game.
And she's doing her best to try to keep Freedom in this.
And they've scored 12 points here in the third quarter, and Woodard has 8 of them. 1:14 left in this third quarter. Thomas trying to get around the defender, pulls up floater, wanted a foul, didn't get it, missed everything, and the ball out of bounds back to Freedom. Rebecca Williams also wanted a foul across the way.
And that may have been the first bad shot I've seen her take.
A little bit of a force.
Yes.
Emery driving inside the free throw line out to the left wing. Open 3 for Garner. She hits it. Garner has 7. That's 5 in a row. And now Freedom goes 7 in a row. They're back to within 12. 58-46, last minute of the third. There's Rollins, top of the key. Rollins driving. Her floater, no good. Missed the left side of it. Here comes Emery again. Emery driving. Emery in. Misses the layup, but draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2. That would have been a huge 3-point play if that goes. Instead, she'll get a chance to cut it to 10 with free throws. Suddenly, Freedom getting some momentum. They're really being down this whole third quarter. Third on Kiana Thompson, 14 foul on Buchholz.
Yeah, if they can hit these 2 free throws and then, stop Buchholz at the end of the quarter, they'll have held their own in this quarter.
And Emery hits the first point of the second half. She has 9.
And then you just have to hope that Thomas cools down a little bit in the fourth.
Good luck with that. But yes, second free throw is good. So now we're back to a 10-point lead. 9-0 run for Freedom. 37 and a half seconds to go in the quarter. Clark inbounds across the timeline to Thomas from Mounds. Thomas drives and misses the layup. Tried to get her own rebound. Loose ball on the floor. Freedom has it. Jump ball. The possession here will keep it with Buchholz. Boy, that ball sat on the rim for what seemed like 10 seconds, maybe. At least 5.
I thought I was watching a video and somebody hit pause.
Was that Caddyshack where the ball sits on the edge of the cup forever? Man,
that's exactly what it looked like.
It didn't go for Thomas. Thomas will inbound. Rollins is open. Thomas in the corner. Rollins with 20 seconds to go third quarter. 10-point lead for Buchholz. 15 now to go into Thomas. Thomas free throw line extended around Pahokee. Thomas going to try a fadeaway from the baseline. She hits it and draws the foul. Oh my. Chance for a 3-point play. What a shot. 32 for Thomas. 9.9 to go. They gave the basket to Freedom on the scoreboard. 60-48.
Well, if she makes this, that gives her 8 for the quarter. Does that mean she had a bad quarter?
Yeah, because that's 15, 10, and then 8. So she's gone down each quarter.
Well, she's slowing down.
And free throw is good. It's 61-48. That was a big play because now it's back to 13. 3 seconds to go. Woodard loses it out of bounds. 1.3 to go. All of a sudden, you headed back to a 10-point game. Thomas hits that shot. It's back to 13 as we head to the fourth. And Thomas to inbound. 1.3 left. Into Thompson. Back to Thomas. And she will not even attempt a shot as the third quarter ends. So, through 3 quarters, Buchholz extends the lead a little bit. They now lead Freedom 61-48 in our 7A semifinal game, the 2013 FHSAA Girls Basketball Finals, live from the Lakeland Center here on the FHSAA Network. We'll return in just a moment. Welcome back to the Lakeland Center as we head to the fourth quarter. And Buchholz led by as many as 19. Freedom got it back to 10, but then the late three-point play by Thomas makes it 61-48 as we head to the fourth quarter. 33 points now for Jessica Thomas. Again, she had 15 in the first, 10 in the second, 8 in the third. She's only hit 1 3 in the third quarter either, because she hit 3 in the first and 2 in the second. She's slowing down a bit.
I'll tell you what, I'd pull her out and sit her down for that.
Inside to Emery, and Emery lays it in. Emery now has 12. She's the second leading scorer for Freedom. Woodard with 19 points, 12 rebounds, has the double-double, but does have 6 turnovers. And it's only 5 for 18 shooting. Up turnover on the sideline as Mounds couldn't save it. 9 from 12 at the line. Freedom is shooting 36%, 17 from 47. They're 2 and 5 from three-point range. Buchholz 24 from 47, 51%, 6 of 14 from three-point range. 7 of 10 at the line for Buchholz, 12 of 16 for Freedom. Turnovers 12 for Buchholz, 15 for Freedom. Rebounds are 30-24 in favor of Freedom and 12-6 offensive rebound. That shot is no good. Thomas had it and then lost it. Buchholz is led by as many as 19 points. We've had 5 ties and 3 lead changes. And it's 61-50, and it'll be Freedom ball. Monet Williams will throw it into Woodard. Woodard fade away, too hard off the glass. But the rebound underneath, put back up and in by Whitney Turntine. Her first basket of the second half, she has 6, and now Freedom back within 9. Back under double digits with still 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mounds to Thomas. Thomas with a nice no-look pass to Thompson, who lays it in. There's another assist for Jessica Thomas. Nice no-look pass. And at 63-52, Thompson has 9 points. There's a steal. Mounds now had Rollins cutting, now pulls it back instead. And they'll play it back to Thomas. Had it knocked away, but Rollins comes back up with a loose ball. Rollins driving inside. Nice pass again underneath, but missing the layup is Wakoski. Thompson with a follow, but we'll have a foul on the floor coming up against Freedom.
You know, Marty, I'm sitting here trying to figure out if I was coaching this game, what do I do against Thomas? And my first thought was a triangle and 2, but putting the 2 on her, both of them. But when you look at the rest of the team, Thompson's got 7, Rollins has got 7, so they've got other people that can score.
We were just asking Rick Victor about that during the break. Did he have any ideas?
Well, he somewhat agreed with me of the triangle and 2, but you know, you got to pick your poison. You know? I would rather have somebody else try to beat me than her because she's just.
Now Woodard blocked that shot that time. Thomas tried to fade away. Woodard with a nice block. We'll head the other way. Woodard into Emery. Emery drives and lays it in. Emery now has 4 fouls, by the way. She just picked up her 4th, but she now has 14 points.
Yeah, she's a nice player, too. Very strong inside.
And Freedom hanging in. They're down 9, 63-54. There's still a lot of time to go, about 6 minutes remaining. Here's Rollins. Back to Thomas. Thomas between the leg dribbles, going to try a 3 left wing. Ooh, it looked good. Off back rim, rebounded by Mounds. To Rollins, 3 top of the key, no good. Left side of the rim, loose ball. Thompson with a rebound. Thompson blocked by Woodard, jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Buchholz. Nice block by Woodard, though. She was able to force the tie-up on Thompson. And we'll have another loose ball. Possession arrow will give it back to Freedom.
Coach Williams of Buchholz was questioning that because she tried to get a timeout and was wondering why they did not give it to her. A little upset about that.
And pull up no good by Williams. Loose ball, rebound, Woodard lays it in. It's 63-56. Woodard now with 21. Clark will try a 3. It's short. And the rebound to Freedom. They can cut it to 5 or even 4. Almost turned over.
Put down.
Here's Emery to Williams. She'll try a 3 right wing. That's way short. Not a good shot. Rebounded by Thompson. Now to Clark ahead to, nope, stolen. Right to Emery. Here comes Emery the other way. Emery drives around Rollins, lays it in. Timeout Buchholz, 4:50 to go. It's a 5-point game. Freedom has cut right back into this lead. It was 61-48 heading into the quarter. Wow. And just like that, Freedom has cut it back to a 5-point game.
Well, let me tell you what, in the last 2 minutes, Taylor Emery has really taken over for Freedom at both ends of the floor. She's boxing out well, she's rebounding, she's making steals and taking the ball hard to the basket. And when you have 4 fouls, sometimes you get a little bit tentative, but she has not gotten that way at all.
Looks like we're going to wonder if we will see a little more of Jessica Thomas here. Hasn't scored so far in the 4th quarter in about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Again, with a 33 points, she had 25 in the first half. Thompson now with 9 points is the second leading scorer. She has 10 rebounds, getting close to a double-double for the Bobcats. 7 points for Jocelyn Rollins, 4 for Chelsea Clark, Davina Mounds, and Kayla Wachowski, 2 points for Anaya Noble. And on the Freedom side, Faith Woodard, 21 points, 14 rebounds with her double-double again for Freedom. 16 for Emery now, 6 here in the 4th. The second leading scorer is now picking it up for Freedom. Nari Garner has 7. 4 points for Whitney Turntine. Pardon me, and now 6 for Turntine. 21 for Woodard. And then 3 points for Nina Pahoki, Bianca Igwe, and 2 for Ashley Thompson. All right, back to action. Buchholz up 5. Cross to Jessica Thomas. Thomas between the leg dribble, looking to drive, drives in, tries to draw the contact, no foul, missed the shot, wanted a foul, no call. Here comes Woodard. Woodard quickly ahead to Williams, it's a 2-on-1. Williams driving around, Mounds, offensive foul. I don't see if there's any way possible that Mounds was set on that play. Sorry, but that's the 4th foul on Williams now. Ooh, tough one to get your 4th foul on, and sure Coach Pahoki, Lori Pahoki, not happy with that. That could have cut it to a 3-point game. Thomas into Clark, who almost had it taken away. Now Clark in trouble. Back to Jessica Thomas.
You notice how quiet I got there, Marty?
Yeah, you didn't say anything. That's okay, I understand. And driving in is Thomas and lays it in. Oh, you needed a basket, and there's Thomas, 35 as she lays that one in. And it's back to a 7-point Buchholz lead. That's a big turn of events there. Emery ahead to Woodard. Woodard drives the baseline, lays it in. Boy, I think Buchholz not getting back on defense really right now.
Amazing. That was a tough lay-in coming from a bad angle, and she makes that. And when she's right underneath, she has trouble putting them in.
Thomas in trouble. Double team, calls timeout. 3:54 left. 65-60. Buchholz by 5. Exciting 7A semifinal game we've had this afternoon. And coming up, we'll have our second 7A semifinal between Haines City and Davie Nova. And that'll be Kelly Neff joining Coach Rick Victor, is going to step in and do the next game. He's in the bullpen ready to go. He's getting the arm warmed up. and he will be with us for the next game. And coming up tonight, Roger Dorio will join me for the 8A semifinals as well. And Coach Mintal, you've been here with us all week. You've seen a lot of basketball. What game have you? Has this been maybe one of the better games you've seen this week?
I think this is two of the better teams that we've seen this week. They've got great athletes and actually great basketball players. I mean, there's every kid that's been on the floor this week has been a great athlete, but some of them lack some of the basketball skills that a purist like myself, is looking for. And these two teams are playing very, very well under control. The last thing they both have like 16 turnovers, which is
pretty low number for these guys.
Yeah, it's a little bit high, but when I start a game, I like to shoot for. If I have a great game, it's 15 turnovers. Okay, and they both have 16. Both these teams are very, very hard-fought games. 65-60. You got a higher scoring game. It'll be tough for one of these teams to go home.
And Buchholz has been outscored 12-4 in this quarter, and we saw them really shoot the ball well in the second and third, but it seems like they got a little bit tired. The jump shots aren't falling now. Freedom's working it inside, and Taylor Emery's had a good quarter, but she is playing with 4 fouls. She has 16 points. Renee Williams also with 4 fouls. Whitney Turntime with 3. Then on the Buchholz side, Kiana Thompson and Jaslyn Rollins have 3 fouls, so nobody really in foul trouble on the Buchholz side, as they only have 14 fouls. Freedom with 7 in the second half. Inbounds pass to Thomas. Over the top to Rollins.
Well, to go along with what you said, the last 2 times Thomas took the ball to the basket because she missed her last couple of jumpers. So that's a sign of a good player, of understanding that she's a little fatigued.
And she took it inside and scored down low last time for that basket. Here's Williams on Thomas with Turntine on her. Thomas to the corner. Now back to Chelsea Clark. Over to Rollins. Woodard comes out on Rollins. Now Rollins back to Thomas. Buchholz running some clock. Now Thomas moves. Oh, no look pass to Clark. Boy, that was some showtime there, I guess, as Clark was tied up, but then the jump ball possession here will keep it with Buchholz.
And the other thing is Thomas, you can tell, is a very smart player because they're trying to run some clock off, and she's actually looking at the referee to see if the count is on the 5-second count. And not many players are that court aware, to do that.
Here is Thomas between the leg dribble, top of the key. Now drives around, nice move, is hit by Woodard and fouled. And Woodard gets her 3rd foul, 2 free throws for Thomas. Woodard tried to get the block, but mistimed it. And again, Thomas draws the contact. She'll shoot 2 more.
And she shoots 80% from the foul line also. So this pretty good bet that it's going to go up to 7 here.
And hasn't missed today at the line, 5 of 5 so far with 3:06 to go. And a 5-point Buchholz lead, 65-60. Seitz shoots and rolls that one in. 36 points now for Thomas. 18 fouls on Freedom, so Buchholz is in the 1-on-1. Only 4 team fouls on the Buchholz Bobcats. And the second free throw is also straight through. Thomas 7 for 7 in the line, has 37 points, and it's 67-60, and then Freedom turns it over. Woodard looks across the Turntine and says, "What are you doing?" That pass was not even close, so that's a huge turnover.
For that.
No, and just got it back to 5. Now you're down 7, and Buchholz will have the ball.
And you could watch, they'll probably run some clock off right now, because they have the speed and the ability to do that.
Inbounds pass to Thomas. Now Thomas will dribble back. Under 3 minutes left. Winner moves to the 7-8 championship game tomorrow afternoon at 5:05 p.m. against the winner of the game coming up between Haines City and Nova. Thomas again to Thompson. Thompson missed the layup. Thomas missed the follow. Tried to force that. And coming away with a rebound is Turntine, and then threw it into the table over here. And that, Freedom turns it over again. Ooh. Tough time to come up with those. It'll be Buchholz ball.
And maybe I jinxed them at the last time out by talking about only having 16 turnovers.
They've had a couple since then, the last 2 possessions. So Jaslyn Rollins will inbound. Into Mounds. Now movement and then taken away. Williams had it, but then Thomas comes up with it in the backcourt. Here's steal from Monet Williams. Here comes Thomas. With 2:25 to go. Now a double team. Cross to Rollins. Rollins driving in. Back to Clark. Rollins is open left wing. She's not going to take the shot. Cross court to Mounds, and Buchholz will run more clock. And then Pahokee comes out on Mounds, and then it's almost stolen away. Near steal again by Garner, but again Rollins comes up with it. Now we're near 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, there's no reason for Buchholz to shoot the ball again.
Yep.
They can't lose if they keep the ball.
Right, 2 minutes now to go. Thomas around Garner. We're in no hurry, and it looks like really Freedom needs to foul. That's the problem.
Well, and Freedom's got to foul 3 times before they shoot.
Yeah, and Buchholz.
I'm sorry.
They have 8 fouls.
Yeah, they are.
Rollins is finally pushed near the half court. Looks like they were going to call it travel, but they do get a foul. That is their 9th foul. Yeah, they will shoot. So Buchholz will shoot free throws, and Buchholz has shot free throws well, but you got to do something here, so they'll put him out the line. That's 4 fouls on Faith Woodard. So might need somebody else in there fouling next time. Pahokee was out there too, and she has no fouls, so maybe a good idea to let her get a couple here. So Rollins is at the 1-1 with 7 points. She's 1 of 2 at the line. 1:46 to go. 67-60. Buchholz by 7. First free throw is good, so she gets another. (68-60). And no good. Back rim on that free throw. Woodard with the rebound. Here come the Patriots. Woodard dribbling and now a foul.
My.
Clark reached in. Not sure what Clark was doing there. Her 3rd foul. Here comes the ball.
I was open. I should have shot.
That is the 15th foul on Buchholz. Still have 1 more to give before the bonus. 3rd foul on Clark. That's nice inside to Woodard, who lays it in. Good pass by Williams. Woodard's got 25 and timeout with 1:33 to go. It's 68-62.
2 possession game, so I mean it's still a ball game.
It is, and Freedom hanging around as Woodard now with 25 points to go along with 15 rebounds. And she's missed a lot of shots down low, like you said, in the first half. She shot a lot better in the second half. But in the first half, missed a few that could have really helped her team. We have 5 team fouls on Buchholz, 9 on Freedom. The possession arrow right now points towards Freedom. 1:33 to go in the 7A semifinal. 5A championship game is set tomorrow morning at 10:05 a.m. It'll be Lakewood out of St. Pete versus, shockingly, Fort Lauderdale Dillard. Dillard will go for its 4th straight state title under Coach Marcia Pender as they won their semifinal game today by 38 points.
And I'm looking here, Marty, to see who I would foul, and according to these statistics, everyone on the floor is at least a 75% free throw shooter.
And a foul at half court. That's on 10th team foul, so we'll have 2 free throws down for Buchholz. And that's the 4th foul as well on Turntine. So now Williams, Emery, Turntine, and Woodard all have 4 fouls for Freedom.
And Keena Thompson is the lowest at 68% on the floor, which is still very, very good for a high school player. So.
Chelsea Clark hits the first. She has 5 at 69-62. That is pretty good, right?
Yes.
That's your lowest percentage. You're doing okay. 6 points for Clark. She hits both there, 70-62. Here comes Emery driving in and lays it in. 18 for Emery, 8 here in the 4th. It's back to a 6-point lead. And we'll have a foul. If that's on Williams, she fouled out. If it's on Pahokee, and it is on Pahokee, so that's her first. Back to the line we go. This time it'll be Chelsea Clark, who just hit 2.
And they are in the double bonus now.
Yep, 10 team fouls on Freedom. 1:16 to go. And Buchholz up 6, and Clark hits the free throw. Well, if they keep hitting free throws, none of this is going to matter. And she does hit both. 72-64. Clark now has 8. Woodard into the corner. 3 try from the corner is good for Turntine. She's got 9. Only the 3rd 3 of the game for Freedom. They hit 2 in the second half. They're within 5 now, a minute to go. Rollins dribbles back. Now Rollins is going to be fouled by Turntine, and Turntine just fouled out.
And that cost them about 10 seconds because coach of Freedom turned to the referee to call timeout, and the referee had already turned his back to her and was running down the floor, so she couldn't get it after that made three, or they could have saved 10 seconds and gotten a foul earlier and maybe gotten another player in to foul so that no one would have fouled out.
So Whitney Turntine fouls out with 9 points. Just hit that three, and you mentioned, Coach, that actually wasted about 10 seconds. There's 54.2 left. Jaslyn Rollins will shoot 2. Jaslyn has 8 points, 2 for 4 at the line. Buchholz up 5, trying to hold on. They're 14 of 18 at the line. Freedom's 12 of 16. Both teams shooting well at the free throw line, as that free throw is good. 9 for Rollins. It's 73-67. This one's huge, because again, it makes it a 3-possession game if she makes it. And the second free throw is good. Rollins in double figures with 10. 74-67. Williams lost it. Then came up with it back to Woodard, who had to come back over the half-court line. Here comes Woodard, had it taken away. And it stays with Freedom. Open three, left corner is too strong that time by Garner, but the rebound poke, he had it underneath the Woodard. Woodard is fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Boy, I never liked that rolling the ball in, and that time Williams got challenged on, they almost had it taken away. What were we talking about? You said at the game they were rolling the ball in every time?
Yeah, a game yesterday, and I don't remember what team it was, actually rolled the ball in from the sideline to a player that was like 2 feet away. I just didn't understand that, but...
Oh, Woodard misses the free throw short.
Some people have different strategies, but not one of mine.
Woodard had been 9 for 12, now 9 for 13 in the line. The second free throw is good. 1 of 2 there for Woodard. She has 26.
Oh, that's going to be a...
And it was 74-68. That is the score with 38.9 to go, but a foul.
That was close to being an intentional flagrant foul.
Garner gets her first, so now Clark again at the line where she's hit 4 of 4 already here in the fourth quarter.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What happened here?
Thomas cramping. Yeah, we're going to have a timeout. Thomas is limping now off the court. Not sure, the right leg looks like giving her problems. I don't know if she's cramping up or what. Seen her go down a couple times.
From the way she's walking, it's either a cramp, it looks like a cramp in her calf, or she hyperextended her knee, but it looks more like a cramp. They're not grabbing the knee, they're grabbing the calf.
No, she's down. Yeah, that's kind of what, like you said, they're working the lower leg.
Let's just hope it's not anything serious. I'm sure the University of Miami is holding their breath right now.
Buchholz High School is holding their breath right now. They win this game and have to play tomorrow. They'd like to have her on the court, her final game in a Buchholz uniform. 6-point lead for Buchholz, 38.9 to go, and they'll be at the line to shoot 2 with the Bobcats.
Yeah, they're working the lower calf, so it is a cramp.
So that may just probably a cramp. We'll see if she can continue.
38 seconds left. I'm not so sure I would leave her on the floor right now. You've got 2 timeouts, so even if they hit a 3, you're still going to be up, and you can get her back in. But
Clark hits the first. Clark has 9, 5 for 5 at the line here in the fourth, and it's 75-68. Second free throw is good as well.
18 out of 22 from the foul line for Buchholz.
Yeah, they have done a great job at the line. Really, both teams have. 76-68, Freedom the other way. They need some scores. Williams will drive. Her floater is good from about 8 feet. Timeout. That's the first basket for Monet Williams in the game, and timeout taken by Freedom with 29.6 to go, and the Buchholz lead back to 6. 76-60. The only problem here is Buchholz need to miss some free throws, or Freedom's never going to be able to do anything here.
Well, like I said, I mean, the worst free throw shooter on the floor
is 68.
Was Thompson, and she's 68%.
And
I mean, so you can't even use the word worse.
Yep, that's right. Well, 16 fouls on Buchholz. 1 more, and Freedom will be in the 1-on-1. That's not really the issue right now. Freedom is well over the 10 foul limit here in the second half. Buchholz shooting 2. Buchholz not 45% from the floor, 26 for 58. Freedom, 43.5%, 27 of 62. Buchholz, 6 of 17 from three-point range. All of those for Jessica Thomas, who's 6 for 10. Field goal shooting is now, she's now a little under 50%, 12 of 25. Slowed down a bit in the second half after a torrid first half of 25, but again, she's been able to get her teammates involved a little more in the second half. And Faith Woodard on the other side, 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. She leads Freedom in all 3 categories. They're shooting at 43%, as we said. And Buchholz 18 and 22 at the line. Freedom 13 for 18 rebounds, 38-31 in favor of the Freedom Patriots. Turnovers pretty even, 18 for Freedom, 16 for Buchholz. Freedom has 44 points in the paint with 30 for Buchholz. Done a good job getting in there during the game. All right, so Jessica Thomas is going to inbound. Still a lot of time, 29.6 to go into Rollins. Ooh, almost stolen away by Garner. And now Rollins in trouble. To Thomas, nearly stolen, but they need to foul, and then they foul Thomas. So maybe not what they wanted to do, but they needed a foul. Garner will get her second. Thomas will go to the line with 21 seconds to go to shoot 2 more, and she is a perfect 7 of 7 at the line today.
And you can't totally say that this has been a one-man show here because you've got 2 other players with 10 points, another player with 9 points.
Yeah, they've really gotten involved in the second half. Clark has hit 6 free throws here in the second half. Rollins has 10. She's hit 3 here in the fourth quarter from the line as Thomas makes the first. She has 38 points, 77-70.
And she grabbed that calf again, Marty.
She might have to come out. She's cramping. She doesn't hit the free throw. In and out. First missed free throw for Thomas. Yeah, she's having some problems out there. But then Woodard almost lost it. Goes cross court to Garner. Now in the corner, Pahokee for 3. It's too strong. Emery with a rebound. Puts it up and in and draws the foul. Wow. Well, 10.2 to go. Emery will go to the line with a chance for a 3-point play. It's a 5-point game. As Jaslyn Rollins has fouled out of the game with 10 points. She fouls out with 10.2 to go.
Well, I'm guessing the strategy now would be I think you should foul Thomas. Because she can't extend her legs when she releases that free throw with that calf, and it's probably thrown her off a little bit.
No, the problem is you don't really want to go without her right now.
Right.
That's the issue at the end of the game. 10.2 left. I don't think Becky Williams is going to make that call and take her out.
Well, no, what I'm saying is Freedom should foul her.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good point, as the free throw is good for Emery.
She's taking the ball out of bounds right now, but I'd let her get it back and then foul her.
And what do we have? Emery has 21 points to go along with 26 for Woodard. We had a quick foul. Well, 2 seconds went off the clock there, which is surprising. That was a pretty quick foul.
I think they might be putting some back on. They're over at the scores table.
77-73. That foul is on Pahokee. It's her 3rd. And now we're figuring out how much time we're going to put on the clock.
Well, they got 10.3
It was 10.2, I thought. It was, in fact, 10.2. So somehow we've gone back a 1/10 of a second in time. And I think that's what the crowd responses. All right. Well, maybe I'm seeing things.
Well, he might have called the foul before the inbounds pass.
That's true, but I just thought the clock said 10.2. But anyway. Clark is back at the line and hits again. Well, she's been really good at the lines. She's hit 7 of 7 here in the fourth, 11 points. 78-73, 10.3 to go. This makes it basically 2 3-pointers to tie it. She hits it. 12 for Clark. 10.3, pardon me, to go. Inbounds pass to Emery. They better hurry. Cross-court pass to Williams. She drives in. They're going to run out of time. Taking too much time. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Woodard for 3. It's an air ball, and that is going to do it today from Lakeland in the 7A semifinal. The Buchholz Bobcats get some redemption. They lost in the semifinal round last year to Haines City, who then lost in the championship game. This year, Buchholz comes back, and thanks to a great individual performance, but also a nice team performance, Buchholz wins at 79-73, and they'll play for the 7A state title tomorrow afternoon at 5:05.
One of the best games of the week so far, Marty. No question about it. Two great teams and a great performance by Freedom, but they just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, Freedom ends the season at 25-4, their first ever appearance in the state semifinals. They beat the defending champs Sebastian River to get here, so they have a lot to be proud of. But Buchholz at 27-4 moves on to the state championship game. The final again, Buchholz 79, Freedom 73, behind 38 points from Jessica Thomas. All right, it's good working with the coach.
Yep.
Talk to you again soon. I'm Marty Palmer, and he's Dennis Mental. That'll do it for our coverage of the 7A semifinal. Coming up, Kelly Neff and Rick Victor with a call of Hayden City and Nova in our second 7A semifinal. The final again, the Buchholz Bobcats 79, the Freedom Patriots 73. For our entire crew here in Lakeland, I'm Marty Palmer saying so long, good afternoon from Lakeland. This has been a presentation of the FHSAA Network and Play On Sports. Good afternoon. All right.